my city, Asheville in North Carolina, it is definitely off the beaten path. It's not a huge city, it doesn't have a big live in London. I live in LA, okay? Well, you might want some more details to look into the conversation. Great question to ask. What is it like there? What is it like there? What is it like there? You might say, oh, it's so hot in the summer. Fall. Awesome. you.